Hey guys, it's Shalise. I am here with a bow tutorial. And why is my mat so crooked? Anyway, we'll deal with it later. I am going to start off by showing you, let's see, what light do I need to turn off here? Let's turn that one off. Alright, with showing you my bobby pin, and that leaves a really bad shadow. Let's see, let's try that. Okay, we'll have to deal with that. So, showing you my bobby pin bows, as well as my hair tie bows. A lot of people make them by just, putting 2 rolls of tape together and folding it and putting it on the bobby pin. That's fine and dandy. It's great. I like mine to be a little different. So that's why I came up with this technique. So what you're going to need is a roll of duct tape, possibly 2 rolls of duct tape for the bow and for the center. I will not be pairing these 2 together. So let's do this one. We'll do broken black. You're going to need bobby pins. I'm going to have a few more of these. And you're going to need hair ties. And I take all mine and put them in a bag. So I'm going to use a black one. And let's go ahead and get started. Now, one thing that I do is I cut out a lot, that's the wrong one, a lot of bows or strips I'm going to use for the bows ahead of time, especially if I'm getting low on a certain tape and I really don't have enough to make anything from it. I'll just go ahead and cut these out and just put them aside in a box and work with them later. So what you want to do is you want to cut out a 7-inch piece of tape, and since I'm getting ready for a craft fair, I'm just going to go ahead, actually let's do 21, I'm going to cut them out 3 at a time. So that would be my first 7-inch strip, that's my second, and you can't see but I'm on my third over here. Okay, so what you do is you take a strip, put it sticky side up, and you're going to fold one side into the center like that, and then fold the other side in to meet it. So you have a 7-inch strip of tape. I'm going to do that for the other 2 just in case you missed it. These are really simple to make. You can make a lot at one time, and little kids buy these up. And I just put them in a basket and let them rummage through and find whatever patterns they want. So here's my last one. Alright. So then what I'm going to do is just take some black. And I'm just going to cut off about 1/4-inch strips, because I double these over a lot, or I secure them rather quite a bit. So I will make the bow first and secure it, and then I'll secure it to either the bobby pin or the hair tie just to make sure. So what I do with the 7-inch of tape, I take my fingers and put it about 1 inch from the side on each side and fold it in and curve it out. So let's see. You're going to fold it in here, so you have that. Let's do it that way. So you have this sticking out and these 2 pieces out here, and then you want to just press that loop down so it makes this. Okay, so let me do that again. You take 2 sides, you bring them together, curve these out, and actually you can use your cutting board to just push it down like that, and then you'll have your loop. Okay, hope you can see that. Then what you want to do is fold, let me zoom in, let me get up and zoom in. Alright, so you have your bow here, so let me see if I can do it again here. So you have your 2 pieces, you put them together, push them down so those ends come together in the back, and then your loop is now flattened. Okay? Make sure your ends are together in the back. Then you want to fold in the middle, and the outside you want to fold them out. Okay? Now, a quicker way that you can do this, if you want to kind of practice that because it's kind of hard to get, but another thing you can do, and is what I typically do, is I put my strip of black or whatever color you want to use on the black here to secure those pieces down. Then I fold my bow, and while I'm holding it, I loop it around. And then adjust it, and there you have your bow. So I'm going to do that to another one just so you can see. And when you're folding, when your two ends come back, you want to make sure that it's the creased part, so where you folded your tape over is and the two edges meet, that's the back. So you want to make sure that's facing up when you're making your loop. So again, put your creases together, bend it down, and you have that. Take your piece of duct tape for the center, secure those two together so when it pops up they're still together. Turn it around, fold your bow, and then wrap the duct tape around all the way until it runs out. Let me do that with the last one. I got a little bit too much. There we go. And they're going to come out different sizes, and it doesn't matter because they're all a little different. Okay, so I'm going to zoom back out a little bit. So now what you want to do to make your ends pretty, like these, is you want to take your scissors and just cut your ends at an angle. And then you want to cut your other end at the same angle. And then it'll look like that. So I'm going to do that to all three. And try to make them as even as possible. Alright, so we have your three bows here. Now what I do is I take a 3-inch piece of tape. Let's see how far I can go down. There we go. I normally do card tutorials at this camera angle. This is my first duct tape tutorial at this camera angle, so it's a little hard to see what I can and can't do. So bear with me until I get a little used to it. Alright, so you then want to cut out 1/2-inch strips. So you have your piece of duct tape that's 3 inches, and then you cut out at the 1/2-inch marks. This one's a little less than half, so I put that aside just in case I have something else I want to work on. So let's start with the bobby pin one. What you want to do is take your piece of duct tape, turn your bobby pin so that the flat side is facing up, open it, slide your duct tape sticky side up through the bobby pin, so it's about a 1/2 inch hanging off. You then want to center your bow on the bobby pin. Make sure that the flat side is touching the bow. Bring your duct tape around. Bring it back around to cover that. When you get back here, go ahead and open your bobby pin. I don't know if you can see that. I'm opening it. Stick the duct tape through. You're gonna bring it around once more, and with that last little tail, you stick it through the bobby pin again, and voila, it's all done. So I guess I should zoom back in again and do the next one so you can see a little better. And I do it this way so that there's less of a chance that the bow is going to come apart. I've seen bobby pin bows that have come apart, and I want to make sure that I don't make any that do. So again, flat side of the bobby pin is up. You put your duct tape through. And you want to kind of put it through the center as much as possible. Put the back side of your bow, this is the back, that's the front. The back side's going to go against your bobby pin. And actually I normally do it this way. So I normally have it upside down, put the bobby pin down so I can center it better, and then just take that little piece and secure it. Bring your long tail, and at this time you can scrunch your bow even more to make it smaller in the center if you like. Bring it around the front. Open your bobby pin. Without the duct tape on it. So open your bobby pin, push it through. You can use your other hand if you need to. Like that. Make sure your bobby pin's still straight. Bring it back around. And then finally stick the little piece through and stick it down. And there we go. So what I do for the hair ties is pretty similar. I sometimes use hair ties without the silver, but I think the silver part just gives a better landing. Is this a blue one? This is a blue one. Let me see if I can find a black one. And I don't have... There's a black one. Yeah, okay. So this just gives me a little landing part to work with. You can do this with hair ties that don't have the metal as well. Just find a spot or find the seam of it. So basically you do the same as you would with the bobby pin. You'd put it on like that. Put your bow down. Bring the little flap across to secure it. And then start to wrap it. I also feel that, well, at least when I use these in my hair, when you use hair ties that don't have the little silver piece there, when you stretch your hair tie, it tries to stretch underneath the duct tape, and I don't like that. So with the silver, there's nothing to stretch under there. So anyway, that is my bobby pin and hair tie duct tape bows. I hope you liked the tutorial. Next week I'm going to hopefully get into my bigger bows. Here's an example of a reindeer one that I had for Christmas, and then here's one with the bottle cap. So hopefully next week I'll be able to get to these. Like I said, it just really depends on what I can get done and how many orders I have coming through. So I hope you liked it, and have a great day.